Good morning. Happy 12 DIYs of Christmas. Okay, we are making a list today. Where did my list go? Okay, I have some vlog footage, some old throwbacks, some guests, some fun things. So join me in the comments. Um, Let me know if you guys are here, what you guys are creating for Christmas. Are you making gifts? Are you making decor? Are you making whatever you want? Are you crafting your stash? Because today we are going to be making our list. So if you go to antitay.com, let me show you guys where it's at. Let me turn my sound off over there. If you go over to antitay.com and you scroll down, I put it on the homepage. You guys don't need to wait for let me get me on here. You guys don't need to wait for my newsletter because sometimes I forget to send my newsletter. So I put it on the homepage. So if you download this, it is going to go into your downloads. And this is for anyone watching 12 DIYs. It's not just for members. This will be available after the 12 DIYs for my members, though. So if you're watching this late or you're catching up and you're like, I want the list, you guys can get it in the membership. But it's free for you guys. I created it for this series on YouTube, which will stay on YouTube. We're going to be making a lot of crafts. Today I am just kind of like testing some things, but we are going to do a lot of mini pressing. I really wanted to see if we could get the mini press to work with the puff heat transfer vinyl. And I think I got it to work actually better than with a heat transfer vinyl with a heat press. Okay, let me come back to you guys. Okay, so welcome. Today we are going to be doing some ornaments. I've had these ornaments in my stash since last year. I got them at Michael's for clearance and was like, those are so pretty. Do I even have my tree up yet? No. Packing Etsy orders while I listen. Welcome. Okay, join us if you're a member. So every day of 12 DIYs of giveaway, I'm open, give 12 DIYs of Christmas. Maybe we'll find some giveaway stuff along the way so I can say that and I won't be teasing you guys. 10:45 PST to 3:45 PST. I'm going to have an open Zoom room for my members to continue crafting on whatever you've started. You obviously don't need to be doing the things that I'm doing, but if you are, bring them. I'll be there for some of it. Today I have a meeting I have to jump off for like probably 45 minutes, but I will have that open and members can get together and craft. You guys can work on your Etsy orders together. This is not a business membership Zoom. It's a all members Zoom. So if you're a crafter, but you're working on your business, bring your stuff. If you're crafting and you just want some company, bring your stuff. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. And I want to offer more windows, especially now that I'm going to be up here full time after January. I want to have the open Zoom room for the members to come ask questions, learn your Cricut, learn your sublimation, come with your craft questions, come with your business questions. Obviously, we have a separate space for business. So I knew you had a meeting today, Missy, but Zoom room doesn't open till 10:45 PST today, and it'll be open all the way till 3:45, right up until business membership Zoom. So join us. Who's going to be joining us today? If you're not a member, join now. Let me show you guys the items that are left. Some things have already sold out for members. I want to stay in here with you guys. Okay, so again, this is on the homepage. Download your list. I will show you what's in the list also as well. I added the products on the homepage. You can scroll through them, but another way to get them is to shop craft kits and supplies. And this will actually take you to all of the stuff that is for sale. And members have 60% off. I double checked with Tiff that the new December code was working before I was live, because I was like, if they want to buy stuff and for 60% off, like, The hoodies are going finally good because we only have extra large, but they are so comfy and so DIYable, and we're going to be DIYing them for a lot of stuff. Tiff wore this yesterday, and we are going to be working on this a little bit more. I have some more things I want to add to it, but Tiff and I made this one for her, and then she wore it yesterday. We did resin for a noob, so I got to import that. It's like 2 hours long, so I'm going to break it into sections for you guys so you guys can watch it. But I know you guys have been wanting to know how to use resin, so this Makerflo kit right here, we used all of it to play around and learn resin with Tiff. So she's not a crafter, although I'm going to tell you, she made cuter stuff. Like, she made really cute stuff. She made cuter stuff than I did because I don't think I completed anything, but you guys will see. Our cordless hot glue guns, I know the pink one is almost out. We've got some more, but some of our blings are out now. So we do have like Duchess. This is Mega Duchess actually. But the picture's right. So that one's sold out. The Rex is out. Almost There is out. Zero is out. Merryweather is out of stock. So some of those rhinestone colors are not coming back for a long time, because we're just not restocking our mixes yet. But I know there's a ton of people out there who have a ton of our mixes because we've literally made thousands of these jars, and y'all need to start crafting with them, okay? So the list, I bound mine. I will show you guys in a vlog probably tomorrow the process that I did with this, but in it you can print whatever pages you want. You don't have to make a cover page. You can just print the ones that are convenient for you. We have the Angie 25 projects. This is for you to go into the membership and pick 25 projects you want to try this season and challenge yourself. You can do one every day, or you can just try to bust out as many as you can. But I thought 25 is a good number because we have so many. I'm going to I'll show you this, and then we will fill this out together maybe. So then we've got your supplies and expenses. If you are buying anything, I personally am using what I have. Handmade Christmas, the name you're making it for, and the gifts you plan to make for them. This is the one I'm going to be using, probably starting tomorrow, because today I'm just trying to get everybody situated and make sure the Zoom works and make sure the live stream works, which also my audio, sorry, it's probably gonna be terrible today because my iPad was dying, and that's my fault. I should have plugged it in last night. So craft your stash. You can print just this, or you can try to do all of these as well if you really want to get like a pep in your step or ahead of the game, or craft a lot of your stuff before the new year so then you can start fresh in the new year. But craft your stash, use up your craft supplies, whatever project, and then this goes with the second one, which is the project that it's making, and then who are we going to gift it to. So I actually printed these and bound them next to each other so I can look at, okay, I have all these craft supplies, I'm going to make these projects with them, here's the project that I can move over to here when maybe it's finished. I gotta erase this. And then who I am giving this to. So this is my spread specifically for my own giftees, because that's my goal this year, is to hand make so many things for people. And I know we have so many things, so it's a good time to be able to like gift to neighbors and small groups and things like that. So use up your stuff. These are my favorite. I didn't print all of them, but there's the left side just says DIY Advent Calendar, and then there's options for your right side. They all look the same, but the title looks different. So you can pick what kind of Advent calendar you want to do or start today, and they can be, I think I did one for baking. I did one for I didn't do a decor one, but this one's memories. So for me, like, we are making memory ornaments. I'll put that on there. We're making memory boxes, so I put that on there. And then just maybe like some Advent things that are a little bit more simple. Like, we want to make memories of watching a Christmas movie or drinking some hot cocoa. Like, they don't need to be elaborate things, maybe just like two big things, one or none, like all little things. If you're in that season too, I get you, I see you. So supplies and expenses, there's more budgeting sheets for your Christmas. And then gift budget. If you are purchasing gifts, you can also do that, or you want to do a mix of handmade and purchase gifts, do that. The rest is for my filming schedule that I made for myself. So that again is available on the homepage, antite.com. And I will keep it up through the 12 DIYs of Christmas. So grab that and print whatever you want. You can also do it in like a digital planner if you want. If you're a digital planner, you can write on it. I'm laminating it. And I write on, that's a bad example because that was a project a page I redesigned. So I actually write on them with Sharpie, and then when I'm done, so that way I know it's not coming off. And then when I'm done, I go in with a dry erase marker and scribble and wipe it off. And that's how you do. That's how you get it off. So, okay, we are going to go to Cricut Design Space today. Actually, we're going to go to the membership so I can show you what files we're going to use for our ornaments. And then we're going to actually cut today, Lord willing. It'll work. Everything will work. So let's check in on some comments really quick. Smart idea. I don't know why my comments aren't showing. Let me refresh this. It's like cutting you guys off. Okay. Yes, you did make the live. Whoever asked that. Okay. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Julie, Missy. I know you're going to your appointment, so catch up on this one. Join us in the Zoom later. Hey, Christy. Hey, Shelly. Did I make the live? Good morning. Yes, you did, Sherry. I'm just like with trying to show you guys all the things. Sometimes I have to come back to comments. So write all the comments you guys want, and I will make sure I go through them, especially if for these 12 days, I have like things that I'm going to be dubbing in where I'll get a little break to catch up on your guys' comments too. Oh, the ad is making it cut off. Okay. I'm having issues in our business membership. I don't know what video to start watching and where to go. We will talk business membership. Come to our Zooms on Monday or ask in the business group. We will definitely guide you in there. But today is for crafting. Today is for all the fun crafters to be involved in all the conversation. So business members, I love you guys, but you guys get Zoom at 4 o'clock today. Okay. So let's go to antite.com. I'm going to start fresh on the website and try to stay on with y'all in the corner. Can I move me? Oh, I can move me. That's fun. Okay, so when you come to antite.com, we're going to be crafting a lot with our files. We are going to come up to holidays and we are going to come down to the Christmas page. The Christmas page may take a second to load because it's got a lot of projects in there, project photo covers of finished projects, and then a lot of just files that can be used for different things. So we are going to download a few so I can show you how these work, and we are making our ornaments. So I'm going to pick things that I want on my ornament in gold, and I'm going to cut them all out of gold. I already have this one uploaded. This is my favorite design right here. Oh, come let us adore him for Christmas. So I'm not going to download that again. I will download a fresh one I've never used before. Okay, so these are all, they have icons. If they have a scissor, that means that they are a cut file. And then they also usually have a laser icon next to them because these can be engraved with your laser. They can be, you can give them an offset, which I will show you guys how to do probably tomorrow because we're going to work on a little bit more of the hoodie stuff tomorrow. We made this design right here into a offset puff design, and I filmed how to do that for you guys. I'm thinking, no, I don't. Okay, do I want anything on those are more like, okay, we've got some fun sayings here. I also don't want it too crazy busy because like this one would actually be cute if we cut it very small. Okay, maybe peace on earth and This one would be cute. That looks like a nightmare to weed. Again, some of these are better for big projects, and then some are not because they're so detailed. This Believe's really pretty. I think I already do. I have this one to. This almost looks like the one we did for Tiff's, but it's not. It's a little different. Okay, it's the most wonderful time of the year. That one's cute. Sweater weather. Oh, holy night. I kind of want my set to be faith-based. So I only want to pick faith-based ones, but they would be very cute with that. We'll use on something else. So here's Oh Come Let Us Adore Him just by itself, not in the bundle. But that's a little long for me to put on the ornament. So I'm going to do those. I already did it on a piece of ribbon. Show you right here. This was what I practiced on this morning. So let me come back to you really quick. So I did this with the handheld heat press, which is what we are going to use today. And this is the puff that came in your guys' box. If you got the box is no longer available, but this is evergreen puff or green puff. But if you just want green too, I suggest just Siser green or glitter green because it's really pretty. This one I attempted with my HTV Raw Auto Press this morning, and it almost like, I'm not sure if the pressure was too much or too little. I'm still figuring it out with the clamshell. So I was really excited when I figured out that I could do it with my heat press as long as I had one that had the temperature. So the HTV Raw heat presses are temperature gauged. You can actually turn them exactly to the temperature you want, which is, I think, the key. So I did pull out my mini press from Cricut, and it doesn't have a temperature guide. So I ended up not trying it because I just don't want to waste anything. And then I also just tested with a couple different pieces on some felt that puff with the handheld one. So we are going to move forward with that. Okay, let's go back to our Christmas page. Nope. What's happening? Sorry, guys. I'm new here. Okay, there I am. All right, so there's tons in here. And I used to have Christmas music on this page so you could listen to Christmas music while you scrolled. Let me know if you guys want me to add that back. I took it off because it was like a sample from Spotify, but it did get you in the mood. But I do suggest put on Christmas music while you're starting a Christmas craft. I will put some on for Zoom, maybe, if it doesn't ruin the thing. So what would be cute is I could do the nativity and then use each element from the nativity on a different ornament if I did want to make it a full set, but that's not what I'm going for here. I'm going for like cutesy, beautiful Christmas things, which I already have a lot loaded into Cricut Design Space. I just wanted to show you guys. So when you see a project that has this is the same file. Oh, Come Let Us Adore Him. It's just on an example of what was finished. Let's see. Baby, it's cold outside. And then when I scroll this page, all the songs come to my head. So when I was actually loading all of these in the year I did this, I was like ADHDing the Christmas music in my head and out loud and all the things. So we've got some laser files in here. These are super fun, which can also be cut with your Cricut if you wanted to like cut heat transfer vinyl or vinyl. You could do that. We could do some snowflakes on the which I already have a ton of snowflakes loaded into. You with love, like this would be really cute to do if you're like gifting the ornament. I do love our Miriam Brights. We have a lot of those. Let's go with, and see, we're only halfway through the page, so there's a lot on here, you guys, that you can do things with. And then we have DTF. So some of them are cut files if they have these little scissors. They are cut files if they have the shirts and the wine glasses and cups. That means they're DTF, UV DTF friendly. But if they have this cut file, that means I've actually converted them into an SVG as well. You can cut them. So like this is cute, but that's a lot of vinyl. So if you want to do those with vinyl, you can. But you can also order them or print them if you have them. Okay, so I'm feeling like this one's pretty. It's very detailed. I already have that uploaded too because I tried that one on the tote bag with the puff. Enjoy the Little Things is cute. Silent Night. That's a swirly curly gumdrops. I need to make that design. Wise Men would be pretty. Let's do. I kind of just love like these types of things, but I also was finding that because this is so curved. So this is the one I tested. Let me show you guys. I was testing puff on this, and I'm going to do some ribbon and cute things, but I was finding that because you had to hold it on the puff so long, it was starting to damage the actual ornament. So I don't want that. I'm going to do glitter heat transfer vinyl. I'll do the back of the, maybe we'll test things on this one. This will be my tester ornament, and I'll have a set of 5. But, yeah, so let's go now over to Cricut Design Space so you guys can see how we're going to upload these and cut them. Where is Cricut Design Space? There you are. Okay. If I need to move to the left or the right, let me know. Let me check in on comment. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll check in on comments after we upload these really quick. So I already started a new project. I'm going to upload. So when you download our files into your downloads, they will come in a zipped file. You do need to open them. And so some of them will have, oh, that's our Christmas printables we downloaded. Some of them will have multiple SVGs or PNGs inside the folder. Some of them, so like this Silent Night is actually a PNG as well, which you could upload to Cricut, but I would suggest uploading the SVG because SVGs are faster to get in. And yeah, so we'll just upload image. We can drag and drop, or we can go in and upload. So we'll just drag and drop this. The one thing that Cricut does well now is it gives you suggestions of all the other files that look very similar to yours, but you'll notice that they're either a part of Access or you pay 99 cents. I don't know if that means it's included in Access, but either way, it does. It gives you a bunch of options. Okay, so we're going to actually cut this. Oh, that's going to be kind of really a nightmare. So let's go into some of the ones I already have. I do feel like the Believe would be cute. I could try cutting Oh Holy Night smaller. Let's just go for it. And this one just has too many little dots on it. View all. I know I have. No. Back. Cricut Design Space, I tell ya. It's, where do I go? Canvas? Okay, Canvas. It moves its buttons, and then what is it, what's happening? Bookmarked? I just want to see all the images I've uploaded. They really are making it a lot harder for us to find our uploaded images. We can do some snowflakes, but I'm kind of over snowflakes. I've already cut a lot of those. Let's go in here. These are, okay. And maybe I do need to upload more Christmas ones. We're down to, okay, let's find, should I try this? Let's just try this one. What is happening? Add to canvas. View. Okay. Okay, this is down here. Did it go to the canvas? I want this on my canvas. Sorry guys, I'm brushing back up on using Cricut, so it's definitely yeah, see, it added it twice. Definitely I'll get better at it, I promise. So okay, it's gonna inundate us with that again. So we want to make these like, sometimes I use my mat to measure 2.5 inches only, like not even that wide, because I don't want it to be too curved. I want to have it like right there. So maybe 3 inches. Okay, we'll do 3 inches. 3 inches. Okay, so, but see this guy? Okay, let's change him to 3 here. But see, this is going to be like, I want that to be the main image. So this one I'm going to make a little bit larger. And then we're also going to do, not 9, I want 3. We're also going to do, see, now this one's really tall. So this one's like almost 5 inches tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's way too tall. So we really want the height of this to be like, it's going to be a baby design, but we're going to get it. So 3 inches tall. We're going to do, so the tallest side, 3 inches. And then we're going to cut some, so see, tallest side on here, 3. Okay. Whoa, Lord help us with this. Hopefully it works. Okay, so shapes, square. We're going to do some weeding boxes because I've loaded my mats with all the colors we're using for this series, and I'm not taking them off the mat. I'm just going to do weeding boxes and then weed what we need and cut them off. So hopefully that works. Okay, I'm going to just change this color really quick so we can see it. And then I'm going to make this weeding box, which is not my favorite thing to do. I haven't decided. I'm not going to do this because that would limit you guys on what you could do. But I may do some of my designs with pre-weeded boxes already on them. So you don't have to do this. And then also offer the not weeding box option, because then if you're trying to do this with like the laser, you don't need a weeding box. So weeding boxes for the win. Let's send this to the back. Make sure it's, if you guys hear the beeping, it's because yes, my neighbors are chopping trees today. Okay, so we're going to attach this. We're going to attach this. And we're going to attach this. And then it's going to make us save it anyway. So we're going to save this as 12 DIYs of Christmas. And we'll keep them all in this file so we can work on them. If we need to recut something, we've got it. Here, I'm going to put this little guy at the bottom because I feel like all my apps are distracting down here. So can I move me up at all? Let me see. Okay, don't think I'll be in the way that way. Okay, so let me know if I'm in the way. Just tell me to get out of the way. All right, we're going to make it. And we're going to mirror it. And my gold glitter HTV is already loaded. It's going to be a teensy tiny project, but we're going to do it. Okay, now here's where we really run into issues sometimes. I'll come back and read comments when this thing gets to cutting. Connected, yay! Woo! Okay, so we're going to use glitter iron-on, which I usually have right there in my not more pressure. Sometimes I do more pressure, but I've been cutting too deep lately, and it gets really annoying because the plastic sheet gets cut, and that's not cute. So we're going to load this. I'm sorry if it's loud, but that's a part of the process. Load you. And okay, so he is loading. I'm going to come over and read some comments while I get that cutting. Hey, Jennifer. Airy Wave Tie. Hey, Airy. Do you have a recommended Cricut mat that is not Cricut? Yes, but I do actually like the Cricut mats. Surprisingly, did I mirror you guys? Hold on. Ah! Pause. Cancel. It should have already mirrored it because, yeah, cancel. Okay, they changed something. You used to be able to change it before you unloaded the mat. Okay, mirror was on. I was just freaking out for nothing. Okay, it maybe have cut like a little circle. I don't think it'll be that, and it won't be the end of the world. Just yell mirror at me if I forget. But Cricut does it automatically now if you pick an iron-on setting. So we love that. We do love that. It's forcing me to actually like find the actual material that I'm trying to cut instead of just be like, oh, I know iron-on will work for this. Okay. I know I can read chat over here too. Maybe I can't. Any original ideas for new home ornament? Yeah, we will talk about that in a second. So let's just talk ornaments today because I'm obsessed with them. Although I have 2 more ornaments we'll do for the next 12 days because I got some cute footage of my family doing 2 different types of ornaments. So, but new home would be super cute if you had a laser. Do you have a laser? Because you could create an actual home and engrave like the year or the name. But you could also do that with heat transfer vinyl and all the stuff. I don't want to move that too much. So the Cricut mats question. I actually love the Cricut mats. So I think they probably have a good-ish Cyber Monday sale on Amazon right now. And I think I featured them in one of my lives. But if you can find them on sale, get the Cricut mats on sale. But I have this one is the Make Market from Michaels. They're definitely cheaper. You can get them for half the price of the Cricut mats, and then you can also use coupons on them. So, and they work pretty good, but I have found that they're just all the cheaper mats are actually cheaper. They're kind of like more sturdy plastic versus like a self-healing plastic, I've noticed. So I've gotten quite a few, and I've noticed that with all of them. So they probably are just made a little bit less. Any original idea? Yeah. So the new home. So we're gonna do this cute ornament today, and it's like a loom, and you put a piece of burlap in here. Well, I am doing the Oh Holy Night on it because it's already pre-cut from here. And then this is just an extra piece of, I think I have like 2 of these kits left, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to list them on the website. So they may still be on District. I might have pulled them though. I don't know. So this little set comes with a snowflake. But if you didn't want to do that, you could get a loom, and then we're going to put this inside of it. And then we're going to heat press on a little design. So you could do a little house or the new year. This is just an idea. It's not, I don't think, the best idea. It's just we're already doing these today. So instead of putting a Christmas saying on it, you could put our new home on it. I have a lot of welcome signs in the home decor section of my website. So we can actually go over there and look at some things while we're waiting for my Cricut to cut. So move me here. Okay, so when you're on here and you go to theme, so this is my website. Also, if you click on any of these and you're not a member or you're not signed in, it'll tell you just to become a member. So if you are a member, then you just click on these as long as you're signed in, and they will open. So if you go to home, we have a lot of home designs that might work good for a new home. Okay, if this doesn't go away, just like, yeah, click off the page somewhere. So we've got some like Christmas stuff in there, coffee bar, family, farm, sweet farm, happiness is homemade. We're going to be adding a lot more of these too. They lived happily ever after. This one I love to make if I'm doing an ornament. I love to do this for like newlyweds, obviously, but it's still super cute. I would take this swoosh off. It's a little outdated. I designed this a long time ago, but that's the cool things. You can take those parts off. This one's really cute, and so together they built a life they loved. Let's just download it and let's make one with my whole heart for my whole life. Like, a lot of these work great for newlyweds, but they also make, and you could do like a little home charm. You could get a charm from Michaels or Hobby Lobby and get a little home charm. But all of the home files would work really good. You'll forever. These are like, are they a couple or is it you? Is it welcome to the farmhouse? There's a lot of welcomes in here. There's also some fonts you can download and write out your own things with cute fonts that I've used in my designs before. There's a lot of sew together. They built the life they lived. I designed all those all at the same time. We have some laser files for home, but there's a lot of home management in here. Again, this one's not as long as the Christmas one, so I thought I would show you guys. And then anything else you guys want me to make for the home, this is us, our home, our life, our Our life, our story, our home. This is designed with a laser, but this would cut just fine on the Cricut. So we can definitely make. Okay, why is it not downloading though? I got to make sure that file's hooked up correctly. It's always just the one I want, usually, that I need to fix the link. So there's a lot in here. There's a lot of fun things. Just a thankful, like even, and then put the year. You could put 2025 and then on a charm. So lots of fun ideas. And it's not even Friday, guys. So there will be all the ideas. Okay, see how I said I put it all on the mat? Let's get rid of this, even though we love it. Okay, off. How do I get you off? There we go. Okay, so I'm loaded all my colors. I wish I would have started doing this before, because these were a yard and I've used a lot of them to get ready for the projects. But I was like, I'm just gonna load one mat with each color, do weeding boxes, and then I'll just keep my mats handy with the colors we're gonna do. And I think that's what you were talking about is a good idea. Okay, I'm just gonna move some of these guys over. Still trying to figure out a good like setup for my live streams and where things should go. Should my laptop be on the left side, the right side, all the sides? Okay, do you guys want to have a downward shot? This is where I was going to. Let me just give you guys a break for a second so I don't make you dizzy, because I want to get a downward shot of my weeding for y'all so you can be here with me. So 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. I also will hook up more cameras as we get better at this. Okay, where am I weeding? Right here, I think. So you're about to see why weeding boxes are so nice, hopefully, because that was a very intricate cut we made. Also, I would heat this up if I was having any issues, but I think it's going to be okay. So this is Champagne Gold, Siser Champagne Gold, my favorite. It was in your guys' boxes, but if you didn't get a box and you want this color, this is Champagne Gold. And I'm about to show you one of the most smallest projects. It's not that small. It's just detailed and small. See, like I'm losing my S here. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, we definitely could use some warmth. Because look at, there's a star right there that I needed to have on there. Is there anything else in here? Are you in there? Anybody in there? Yep, there's something right there. Okay, so there's a hack. Just find things. Also, look at the design, the original design. Let's start on this one, see what happens. You guys, why do I have to be like this? Why do I have to always, like, go big and try to do extra? Why can't I just... Okay, where's our next weeding box? There it is. Okay. We're going to go slow. If we have any issues, I wonder if I can, hold on, let me hit my heat press. I'm going to turn this on. See this? And it's already set to 280, but I'm going to get a mat going right here that we're going to warm up a bit. See if that'll help. Because I do prefer weeding on the mat, but if I could just warm the mat, maybe that'll be helpful. Because I like it to be sticky. Sorry, guys. So we're going to, let's see. Of course, hold on. Let me move you guys here. That works. So see, I'm using the Make Market mat right now, and they're brand new. I bought them just for this season, this series, to make sure I have like fresh mats. And yeah, so I don't know that the warmth is going to come that much through this, but we'll find out. I'm going to come over to your guys' comments and read comments. Your coupon is kind of the way unless you hold up high. Okay, I took the coupon off. Sorry. My son and daughter-in-law and 2 kids. Oh, cute. I'm wondering if we have other things. I think I missed it, but did you show how to do weeding boxes in Canva? No, we don't do them in Canva. We just put them in Cricut Design Space, but I can show you guys. It's just like you're not always gonna want a weeding box. Oh, that helps a lot, you guys. Even if it's just slightly warmer, it helps a lot. Okay, new hack. New hack, guys. So warm and matte. Oh my gosh, look at how thin this is. I think people end up hating glitter heat transfer vinyl, but I think it's also because we use little tiny designs like this. Like, why? Why am I doing this? Yeah, so I don't do my weeding boxes in Canva. I just do them right on Cricut Design Space. We can't give up. I have to persevere. I can't give up. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, it's revealing itself. It would help if the words weren't backwards too, because then you could actually visually see where you need to go. Okay, I don't think any of that's our design. What does this one say? Silent Night? Silent Night, Holy Night. I think I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing a T. Yeah, he's got to be in there, look. Where are you? Okay, we'll figure this out. That warming, it helped though. And then I probably should burnish too. I just, so burnishing it helps like if you press everything down first, but you use a burnishing tool, not the side of the weeding tool, because be better, do better than me, please. This is probably very unsatisfying actually to watch. Sorry. Who knew these ornaments were going to take me forever? But you could do this technique on any ornaments, and you could do a new home version of these as well. Maybe not hot pink, maybe more of like a farmhousey color or whatever theme there you go for Christmas. Okay, come on. Maybe I should have done more pressure just to be safe. I don't know. The brick just like scarred me because it cut all the way through the other day. Guys, I want to do Christmas nails, but my Thanksgiving nails are holding on so good. Okay, where are you? Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? She came out with a grunge version of that because she's a punk rocker, that girl that played. She actually played in Gossip Girl, but she was, what's her name? Cindy Lou Who. And her audience kept asking her to do that, and she finally did it. And I'm also doing this upside down. Hold on, let me put you back here really quick so I can come back to you guys. You guys can see how frustrated I am. See, this is where, like, tomorrow I will have a fun video for you guys to watch so that you're not, thanks Anna, they are cute nails, huh? So I'll have videos dubbed in for these types of things, so you can be like, you get the picture, I weeded it, okay? But I downloaded like old fun videos and flashbacks and so many cute things, private videos that you guys can't find on the internet anymore. I was like, why are these private? People need to be able to find them. But at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't need all that freely out there. I filmed a lot when my kids were little, like a lot. I didn't even realize how many videos I posted on the internet, but they're really sweet to look back at now. Okay. Sorry, you meant Cricut. What did we mean? I think I missed it, but did you show how to do the weeding boxes? Yes. Sorry, I just went on a whole spiel about how we don't do that in Canva, and you didn't even mean that. No, yeah, I did. I mean, I did it quickly. I showed it really fast, but if you want me to like break it down, I can. It's pretty easy. You just make a square the size of your design and attach it together. But oh, I don't have a handy dandy garbage can. Hold on. Okay. Who's joining us in the Zooms today at all? You don't have to come for the whole time, obviously. I can't make it to the whole time, but I want to make sure you guys got some buddies in there together. Even if you turn your camera off and your sound off, just to show that you're popping in and out, that works too. The Zoom link is on the membership Crafty Creators, not the business site. So make sure you go into the Crafty Creators page to do that. Okay, I can heat it back up. You guys, I lost the tea. Maybe I should just cut these off so I can heat them up. They're very beautiful. They're just very, very small. Very small. What was the third design we did? Okay, note to self. Try difficult designs on Zoom, not on live stream. Kind of feel like I should go cut a different design, but I want to stick with it. I want to get this. Cute nails. Pineapple press-ons. Too much. Okay, where's my third weeding box? Third time's the charm. Let's find our third weeding box. Okay, so to find my third weeding box, I'm going to the end of the weeding box I'm currently on, and then I know the next weeding box is right next to that one. So that's where I'm going to pull up from the corner. I'm going to heat my mat back up because that was working really good. It like turns it a little bit more pliable so it doesn't tear on you. So what's everyone doing today? I know it's Monday. What is Monday? It's Cyber Monday. We also had our third stitch come out, so you should be practicing your embroidery stitches if you haven't already. And, oh, that marks so much better when you heat it up. And that one's a bigger design, too. It's wider. What is it? How far does it go? Oh, that's big. Oh, because it's the Oh Holy Night. That's why. I was like, why is that one so wide? Okay, so my tried and true design I love on everything. I'm cutting again. Okay, so if we can get one ornament done today, that would be great. Let's try it. If not, we're going to move on to the loom ornament because I'm not going to do 6 of these with you. That would be a nightmare. But I mean, I have everything cut for 3 of them. Plus, we're going to put ribbons. We're going to build on some of these projects over the weeks, 2 weeks of crafting. Plus, this isn't even a project for someone else, so I really don't want to really spend all my time on these ones. You know, like decor's fun, but I gotta make some projects for people. Oh my goodness, this is such a small design. You guys hear the beeping? It's not as close today. They're actually down on their property, but the last time we were live and they were beeping, they were like right outside. You know what? I can press the Silent Night, and you know what? I'm going to show you guys a hack. If you ever lose your pieces, because we're going to need to do this a couple times. We're learning hacks today, guys. That's the ticket. Let's finish Oh Holy Night, because the only thing I'm missing from that one is the tea, and I think we can get a good project out of it. Also, I like to save, because I'm weird, I like to save like straight lines like this. I just cut them off and I keep them in a little scrap spot because they make for cute little decals and different things if you're like just wanting to iron some fun things onto things. Straight lines, circles, stars. Like even if you have like a good negative space shape, you can stick it back onto like the plastic and cut that off. Does that make sense? So, okay guys, this is teeny tiny. What we're gonna turn on now is, which I don't need the temperature on this because this is glitter heat transfer vinyl. Glitter heat transfer vinyl works amazing on everything. So I'll leave it at, I'm going to turn it up to 320 because that's the setting that we go for heat transfer vinyl. Do I want the, yeah, we're going to use the curved. I'll maybe use the felt to protect the ornament. But I do like my little baby heat presses for these projects because I can just go in and we'll actually turn this on so I can, oh, he's not plugged in. He got nixed from today's show because he didn't have the auto temperature gauge on it. Now that I have this off the mat though, or off the, yeah, the mat, I can really put it on some warmth and it'll help me get the heat transfer vinyl way more pliable. So then it'll really help everything get bendy. And let's try this weeding tool. It's sharp. I like this Cricut weeding tool. If you can get this one, has like the snaggle tooth. And it's super sharp. Everyone uses the like blunt one, and I love this one. And then there's some generics of this as well, but this is my favorite weeding tool. Yeah, because it just like grabs it. Can you see that? Grabs it, and it just like holds on to it. So you can get those itty bitty baby stuff out of there. Okay, so we lost the T, but that's great because I'm going to show you guys how we can go into Cricut Design Space. And if you can't find it, because I probably could if I looked around, I'm doing this with my hoodie as well. I lost the letters. So we're going to do a little hacky hack. Okay, that's heated up. We're going to try to put this on our ornaments. We're also going to do some like cute ribbon on these, but I may have to do them in Zoom today because that took way longer than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece of felt over it just to protect because these ornaments are, the velvet on this ornament is super cheap. So it's not real velvet. If this was real velvet, I think it could handle, I don't even know what real velvet is, but you could do a piece of cotton too if the heat's not going all the way through. And then if you don't have this curved hat press, that's fine too. You can use your mini press, or you can roll this on your actual, sometimes I'll flip my press over, my like Cricut Easy Press, and I'll flip it over and then I'll roll this onto it. Okay, so I want to just get one spot at a time if I can. Questions, comments, concerns, transfers. It's a very tedious project. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so now it's stuck where I was pressing it, and it's like flopping. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty though. So worth it. It's worth all the trouble. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna just go straight on where I can see it. Over the plastic. Just get it to adhere. Yeah, that's working better. And then once it adheres, I'll put the felt on and I'll just give it a good pressy press. We lost that moon. I gotta get that moon back. So I love glitter heat transfer vinyl because it's super durable. Like you don't need the plastic. You can just go right on top of the glitter. But this ornament is not that sturdy. So I'm gonna get this little guy back on. He's the, where'd you go? He's moon. Moon to the left. Is that how that works? Does the moon always go one direction, or no, it goes both ways. So I'm just making sure I'm barely hitting just the glitter, not the ornament. Okay, because I don't want to hit that velvet, fake velvet. So pretty though. Okay, now I'm gonna go put the felt on so I can give it a good little solid pressy press. Oh my gosh, these are going to be so cute. This would be so cute for a first Christmas, which we have stuff in our baby designs. Look how pretty. Okay, look at the mix of the champagne gold and the hot pink. Why is it going that way? Go that way, please. Thank you. Focus, focus. So pretty. Now we're missing the T. Silent night. It's okay. I don't even say my T's. People make fun of me because I'm from California and we don't say our T's. So I could either leave it like this and make it a conversation piece because people will be like, why does your ornament say Silent Night? Or we can go over to Cricut Design Space and I can show you what we can do to fix when we lose our letters. Let's see. Let's go to one thing I love the Cricut Design Space did change. Let's come over here. Again, kick me out if I'm in the way. I'm going to put this up just to cover my thingy-mabobs. Red face shape. Your guys' emojis on my Switcher Studios types out what it says. So it says red heart face shape. But thank you, Irma. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to Cricut. I always forget. You guys are looking at my screen. Okay, so this is going to be very tedious. I would rather just find the T, honestly, but I will show you guys if you're in a pickle and this really happens. It's really annoying because maybe you did spend all day on something and you needed to just get that T. I could either cut it out again and just get the T. That would be a nightmare because that project was fun, not fun. So I'm just going to hide these really quick and I'm going to unattach this. That is what you used to not be able to detach or there was things you couldn't undo. So I'm unattaching the welding square, whatever that's called, the weeding square. And then taking this off, we can keep that to the side. So I'm going to zoom in by using 2 fingers on my pad like that. That makes it faster. We want to slice this T out. Can I do this? I may have to cut more than just the T because if I was like in a design program, I could use a pen tool and trace. That would take forever. So I'd rather just use a scrap and get a good square, or maybe like, let's try a pentagon. Pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pentagon. See if we can get just as much of the T. We want all the T. Send it back. We want all the T, but we want as least amount of the rest of the design as possible. We'll manually cut it out. So something to cover the T, but not like get everything. So see how I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to angle this. How do I angle it? There we go. Angle it so I can get as much of this T. I'm going to get a little bit of that square. Actually, let's just do it from here. So we're going to pull over both and we're going to go up to, why is it not letting me slice? Because this has layers. Hold on, let me see. This is 3 layers. We're just going to delete that layer. We're going to delete that layer. You can only slice 2 layers at a time. So if your slice is not popping up, that can be why. Okay, so now we have this guy out. Now we're going to do this again, and we're going to try to get rid of this. Oh, I sliced a little bit of his butt off. Hold on. Undo. We don't want to get his butt. We want, undo. Sorry, I'm Command Zing until I get back to these being separate. Okay, I don't want to cut his butt off, so we're going to come like that. Make sure we get all, no. We're going to get all the T and slice it. We're going to grab that. We're going to delete this. We're going to make another shape. Maybe this guy. I don't like when it puts it somewhere random. Okay, now we're going to try to slice off all of anything that's not the T. And this is how you would do it with like really complicated shapes. Let's see if we can get like a pointiness. There we go. Look at that. Let me see where my actual design cut off. It's right at that end. So a little bit to the left. There we go. Okay, so we're going to slice that. And then we're going to delete that, delete that. I can use this shape again if I just want to get this off. We're going to drag over both, slice. You guys need me to do a slower tutorial on that? No, 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 no. We don't want to delete you. We want to delete you and delete you and delete you. Now we'll put a weeding box just to make sure that I don't know why it keeps putting new things there. Maybe I should move my design to that spot. And then when I do that, okay, for you, Jen, who wanted to see that, I'm going to change the color of this so I can see it better. And I'm going to send it to the back so I can see where my spots end. This is a weeding box, and we want it to go as close to our design as possible so it saves our material, and then we don't have to waste that. So we're going to drag over, nope, we're going to drag over both and attach those. And we're going to make it, and then we'll just get our T. So mirror it. Continue even, oh wait, and also what I really want to do is, here, let me come back to here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So since I'm using this and I already cut things on it, I want to move this design to this spot right here. This is one of the things I'm not the biggest fan of, because that's the top of the mat. So I like having my inches as the top. I guess I put it on the bottom. This is a very, no, that's the top of the mat. Don't like that. Not at all. So I don't like that they're centimeters because I'm American and I use the metric system and it makes perfect sense all the time. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to come down here and figure out where this is at. So I want it to be at it's 3 inches that way. So I want it to be beyond the 9 inches. So let me just show you. So I want this to be right here past the 9 inches. And continue and glitter iron on. And then what I want to do is make sure that none of this is like sticking out, because that'll be a nightmare in my machine. Cut you off. Don't cut any of my actual design. I want to save because I'm still working on these. They're frustrating. We got this one done. I still have 2 more, and new rule. Save the details for the Zoom calls so I can have help. Okay, sorry, you guys are on my charging cord. We're going to load it. I'll answer some questions if there are any. Great tip. Thanks for sharing, says Irma. You're welcome. Not sure what tip I shared, but I'm full of those all the time. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, transfers. Let's see if we can get that T. We are also going to heat press some puff onto the ribbon. I will show you guys. I want some cuter ribbon though. Not cuter, but like something that matches this better. So this one I am going to use on a wreath. We are going to put it in a big loom and put it with some burlap behind it, and then put it in a embroidery loom and then decorate that. But I showed this in the beginning, but this wouldn't look that cute. It already cut it? Cool. So red and pink there's a time and place for it, but it's not now. Not with green either. Not that hot pink. Okay. Oh, look at this. This ribbon. Try to press on that. Okay, let's see how this T worked out. I'm going to, this guy turned off. So all of these have auto turn off situations. But it'll still be a little warm. So has anyone ever used that hack before? Have you guys, is that new? How do you guys feel about that hack? Was that the one you were talking about, Irma? That was a good one. Good tip. This tea is tiny. It's a tiny little tea. Hold on. Let me show you how small this is. Probably why I lost it in the first place. Look at that little tea. Also, don't resize your project because then it won't be the same size as the original. But I got to do that for my hoodie that I made because I lost the I and the T and the S on it. Another trick is if the shape isn't that crazy, you can take a piece of like scrap and manually try to cut out like a letter. Like I could probably do it with my its because they're just basic shaped letters. And I don't think anyone would know. They would never know. Okay, so now we have our little T. I'm gonna try my hardest to do one project at a time. So because I'm like, normally I'd be like, I have all my glitter out, I'm gonna cut it all. Okay, so we're putting this, see, it's gonna go right there. And we're gonna just hit this just on the T. That's why I do like these little manual presses, because you can really control where you're putting all the heat. Yay, okay. Perf! 4 hours later. It's actually been an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we do a ribbon for this, let's do our other ornament I have planned for today because it's super cute and easy. Again, I may have these for Black Friday sale listed tomorrow if you guys do want these, but you don't have to. I'm going to pop this back on. And I'm going to try to do some of these with puff as well. So these can be interchangeable. The thing I like most about Tiffany, I am live and you know that. She's FaceTiming me. Okay. The thing I like most about this is, okay, so this is where I designed these. They are interchangeable for your O on the home sign. Do you guys want me to do another home sign? Because I can. We've got ones you can do with lasers, like the H, the M, and the E. I just feel like I've done them every year. I could also just bring a tutorial in that we've done before so you can see what I'm talking about. But this, I loved to do the loom because you can change out your fabric and change out your O by changing out your fabric. So what you do is you can glue this onto your home sign, and then when you're ready to change that out, you just change out your fabric with whatever it says, and then you pop this on your home sign, and then you can change the little accent. So this has a snowflake we would chalk paint and glitter and put on that. You could also do like a heart for Valentine's Day or a flag for all the flag days, 4th of July, Veterans Day. One thing I do suggest is take off the sticker because that looks tacky. It's probably the hardest part of the project because it sticks on there. Let me, never used that hack before. But I was trying it. Thank you. Love all your tips. Hold on. Let me just double check that. I do have a meeting at 11, but I was like, oh, maybe the time change means it's at 10. So the Zoom room will open at 10:45. The password is on the Craft Day Creators page. I'm not sure if you need it, but if you do, it's there. And I will jump in at the beginning, but I will have to jump out for a second, and then I'll be back after my meeting to craft with you guys today and prep for tomorrow. Okay, get that sticker off. And we are going to press. We have to actually weed this. This is this is the Oh Holy Night. This is just black heat transfer vinyl. So this is already pre-cut in the kit. I don't know how many kits I have left though. I did these last year and I had a few left over. So I was like, I'll demo them because I never got a chance to do that. Look at how beautiful it weeds when you've got it warmed up. This is such a little tiny design. You know what I might do since I already have this is I might just list the finished ornament. If I end up finishing stuff, I can just list the finished stuff for you guys if I don't need it or want it myself. Oh my goodness. Especially after you see how hard these are. Why is this my favorite design? why. You'll see when I'm done reading it how delicate it is. Okay. Again, it's making me think. Okay, so this heat transfer vinyl, I'm pretty sure is HTV Ront heat transfer vinyl, and it's, why does this plastic sheet supposed to come off? What is this? It almost feels like this is supposed to come off. This, yeah, I'm not going to sell the kits because I think it has HTV Ront's heat transfer vinyl in it. And if I've never been a huge fan of their heat transfer vinyl. Okay. Also, are we on Facebook? I didn't even think. Oh, hey, Clarita. The Zoom is just a hangout. So you can come to the Zoom and craft, do whatever you're working on, and chill with everyone. It'll be open for like 6 hours every day. So you can come for a little bit or the whole time or leave it on in the background while you're working on stuff. Whatever you want. I will be in and out for the 12 days too. We're trying this out so that see if I can figure out how to get this so that it's more of a thing we do as members. Okay, I lost my eye, but we're not going to do that hack. We're just going to find it. Look how delicate that is. It's oh holy night. It's tiny, tiny. This would be great for like the larger scale wreath, not so much a little ornament, but I did it. I've done this. This one I finished once. Okay, I need you, little eye. Okay, I don't know what's up and down. This is where I'm going to show you that other hack where we cut an actual eye with our hands. Yes, we did the giveaway drawing already last week. So, okay. So blue comments are on Facebook. Any blue in here? Sorry, I've totally been neglecting Facebook. I only see a few blue ones. So Expressions Vinyl, so I like Siser heat transfer vinyl. And Expressions Vinyl carries Siser, but Vinyl and Tool carry Siser, and they are our partner this year. So you guys get 10% off their heat transfer vinyl with your member code. But I've always liked Siser, and so Expressions Vinyl is a website, and they are a distributor of a bunch of different types of heat transfer vinyl. HTV Ront is a brand, and they carry their own heat transfer vinyl, but as I can see here, I'm not sure if that little plastic piece I pulled off was the glue or not. I feel like it was the glue. I feel like every project I've done lately has been failing, and I've just been so discouraged with crafting, period. And that's why I'm like, just do some basic stuff to get my like confidence back up. But no, I have to go in and do these little baby projects. I'm going to peel this little plastic off and see what happens, but I'll leave it on the tea because if the tea sticks, then I know it's the glue. All right. Let's try this. This is also set at 280 and it needs to be at 320. We'll see how long it takes to heat up. Yeah, so does that make sense? Expressions Vinyl is a company. It's like any other, like Michael's carry Siser heat transfer vinyl too. So Siser is a brand. Cricut is a brand. Expressions Vinyl, I believe, has their own, possibly. I haven't worked with them in a while. Just nothing bad. Just haven't, like, I think when I stopped doing products is when we stopped kind of doing stuff together. So now that I'm dabbling back into products again, they don't carry our products anymore, but they're great. But then Vinyl and Tool, there's so many new brands out there that I'm trying to try them out and stuff. Okay, we are heat pressing this onto burlap, Is there information on your page for the company you partner with for HTV? Not yet. They're a 2026 partner, so I'm announcing all new partners with their details coming up before 2026, but they will be linked. All of our partners are always linked on our homepage, but the new ones that are coming out, some of them have chosen to already offer our code, so I've just been kind of talking about them, but they are going to get a little welcome, and you can always, and then you'll see me using all their products. Like we just did a box with them. I'll be demoing. This is from the box. The champagne is from the box. So every day I'll try to use something you guys got from the box at least one time. Today I think we're going to try it twice because I'm going to do ribbon as well with the puff. Okay, I'm going to heat from the back. I do think that was the glue, you guys. So see, okay, I don't know if you can see like what I mean, but there was a plastic cover sheet, then there was this clear like stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's the glue. I guess I could test this, but I don't want to. I could just cut my green out. We could try, you know what? Let's try with a green I've already pre-cut. Because I think, no, okay. Yeah, I think that was the glue, you guys. If the tea stuck, I don't know. I think that was the glue and I completely pulled it off. But look how cute that would be if you had actual heat transfer vinyl that looked cute. And then you put it, that works, not looks cute, because this does look cute. So you put it in here like this. I am going to make a it's not going on with the plastic, but it looks so cute and farmhousey. And then you can put a bow on the top with some ribbon, which let's make some ribbon. And I'll try to figure out what color. If I have anything pre-cut for that, I can do a different one. Where'd all my little designies go? Okay, so I cut out a bunch of these in puff. So cute. Okay, so I cut a bunch of little puff stars, and puff Mickeys, and puff circles. This one's kind of big, but I did snowflakes. We could try snowflakes for some ribbon, so we can at least finish one of our ornaments and tie some ribbon onto it. So we're going to use this guy. We're going to turn him back down to 280. So let's settings, turn you back down, 280. Let that cool. So the puff takes 10 seconds at 280, but then another 10 seconds at 280. But what I was finding was when doing it with the handheld press, it worked just to get it to stick and then get the plastic off and then give it a good puff up. So I want to get enough to make a bow and then figure out how much that's going to be. Okay, so when I have enough that I know is going to be a cute bow, this is a wired ribbon, which sometimes I take the wires out completely because I don't like how they make them look so fake, like it's not a real bow. But I just want to know where my little tails are going to be because that's what I want to put some heat transfer vinyl on. I have gold snowflakes already cut too. I can make a bunch of this, but I want to try out the puff on this velvet and see if we can get it to work. So we're going to use the green puff that you guys got in your box. One thing I do like actually about wired ribbon is I can take this and just like put it around the center and it'll actually stay, or I can twist it and it'll actually stay. So you can make little bows like that with wired ribbon. It just, they get so squished so easily, but they do have a nice little shape if you get them the way you want them. So I just want to put a little, maybe I'll just do a little hidden Mickey on him, see if we can get it to work. That beeped, meaning it's ready. So let me cut out one of my little Mickeys. Maybe a Mickey with a star. It's cute, the little Christmas star. I mean, I just kind of put them wherever, but that's still really cute. Okay, should we come, Hold on. I'm going to bring you over here so I can get my angle so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we are going to press him on here so that he's at least stuck on there. I want to give him a little bit of a pressure. I don't want him to puff, but that is what I was noticing is he, like, that comes off so easy, but then we're just going to give it a little push for like 10 seconds. I wish this had a timer on it, but it doesn't. And the puff kind of pulls in the texture of the back of the product too. So see, he's starting to brain. So let's give him some more pressure. A lot of pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so he's got a little texture. But I remember what I was doing now was let's put a little star on this guy. What I did earlier was I did it right on my table with some felt because you kind of need like a hard surface to push against. So let's try another little Mickey on him. See if we can get it to work. Or we can go with a cute little different star. So if it does work, at least we have a finished project. Okay. So we're going to do a little star, and I can fix this bow. We're going to give it just a tiny bit of a pressure on this hard surface so it'll stick on there. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to give it some pressure, but like good pressure against something hard. And if your table can't withstand heat, try to do this on like a thinner mat. Okay. He's not puffing yet. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. Come on. Okay. It's got a little puff to it. So I can get it flush on there. I'm just wondering, like, when does the puff stop activating? Like, if I do it too much, does it stop? He's not puffing. He's not puffing. I mean, this guy puffed. Let's just test if I do it more on here, if he puffs any more or if I squash him. Okay. So we are gonna master puff by the end of this, you guys. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna master puff by the end of the 12 days. Won't stick to your press. No, it does. The heat transfer vinyl won't stick on the other side, but you could melt it possibly. I got this Mickey to work perfect, and I am wondering because I did this one on felt. This one's on velvet. Every time I've tried it on like a fabric that is difficult, it doesn't work that great. So still learning, still trying to figure it out before you guys start really working on it. But ideally we would put a ribbon on this ornament. I want to do my glitter snowflakes on some ribbon. So we'll make more ribbon. I got lots of ribbon to add to everything really. So we're going to do some sublimation ribbon. Let me cut. Let's see if there was one thing that I showed you guys. It worked really good on the cross grain ribbon. So let's do some more if I've got some more of anything that'll fit on this. This one says it's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm wondering if this will fit on my cross grain ribbon. And then we'll add all these elements together over the week too. We'll start putting presents together and gift boxes and ornaments and fun things. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the tiny little detailed designs. I'm going to cut some bigger stuff for tomorrow's project or in today's Zoom with you guys. Do you have a winner? Yes, I emailed the winner for the Wicked giveaway. And the winner was posted on the giveaway site on my website. And I emailed them. I actually haven't heard back from them, so I'm going to email them again today and see if they still want their prize. It is, I mean, I can get you the name, but where did that H come from? That came from somewhere else. Okay, let's press some more of this red ribbon. I just want, unless I want to try it on a different color. We tried on the burlap, but it's really not having a fun time on burlap today. Okay, I've got a good stint of that, whatever this is called, ribbon here. Fits. Oh, that's really cute. Kind of doesn't fit. I'm just going to do wonderful and see where I can fit the other letters. Yay, caught you live. Hey, Susan. Yeah, I want to bring you in live one of the days. Black Friday was crazy. Got a little ahead of me. Okay, let's just do wonderful. I'm going to heat up the felt underneath this. And then I'm going to put, this would probably be helpful if I like brought it over here, huh? I just keep reaching for it. Okay, then I'm going to press my cross grain ribbon so that it's not so wrinkly. Get it nice and flat. Oh, are you on here on 2 different spots, Clarita? Okay, pressing the cross grain ribbon, also warming it a bit. Putting the wonderful, it still doesn't really fit that great. I'll just cut it off a little bit. Getting it adhered. It like almost just puffs on the first press. Oh, you know what? This isn't metallic puff. Okay, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. The metallic puff is what needs 2 presses. The regular puff just needs 1 puff press. Oh my gosh, you guys. I gotta work on this cheat sheet. Okay, the 1 press is the ticket and it looks really pretty and it's almost like instant. Look how pretty that is. It says wonderful. The whole design is supposed to say it's the most wonderful time of the year. So now I almost wonder if I could just do the Oh Holy Night on some burlap and try that out with 1 press. Canvas, not burlap. I keep saying burlap. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Okay, we got it to work member here, and I need to cut this off because this is for a project. Where's my funky squares? I'm going to do another funky little square with the Oh Holy Night because we're going to turn that into something else. And you can actually see what this design looks like that is supposed to go on this one. But this is with our puff. This is with old school scraps that I use. Okay, so I'm going to heat my canvas up. This is Moment Truth. I'm going to try a canvas with this, and then I'll turn this into something cute if it works. Okay, heating up the canvas. Hey, Ashley. Ashley filmed with me 2 segments, so she's going to teach you guys how to do sublimation with AI. Well, she taught me how to use her sublimation buddy, which our members get a discount to, and then to her bundle especially. And then Ashley, type in what they get because I forgot. But and then we did another segment where she taught me how to make a laser file with her buddy. So you guys will get to see it in action. Okay, we're going to do one press. one good press with if I can get this to work with our handy dandy whatever this is called, handheld press, because I know a lot of you guys have these, it'll be game changer, because I don't want you guys to have a clamshell press to use this product. Okay, this is, yeah, one press. Let me see if I can, it looks like it wants to puff a little more. Okay, it's puffing. 20% off individual or 30% off the bundle with your member code. Ooh, and it actually stuck. Okay. One press, not two presses, unless it's the metallic only. Oh, we'll get the metallic down. We'll get the green down. So cute. Okay. So I'm going to press things on this canvas. I bought more canvas too, because we're going to be making some little banners and pennants and cuteness and all the things. Oh, it is 10:35. Okay. So Zoom room open. Sorry, you guys are like super crooked. I'm going to take a little 10-minute breaky break, and I'm going to open the Zoom room at 10:45. Feel free to come join. If nobody's there, no big deal. It's our first time doing the Zoom room. It's my goal to have Zoom room open as much as I can for craft members to come together, create, whether it's Christmas season or other seasons. This is going to be something that I want to make sure that you guys have access to so you can craft together. Maybe you're feeling like you need someone in the room with you so that you can finish your crafts. You can just turn the Zoom on. Or if you're like me, I love to watch stuff or listen to podcasts. You can just turn the Zoom on to either listen to everyone, or you can watch your show and turn them on. So then you can just come in when you feel comfortable, or some people jump in. So get used to being in those, but they're not business Zooms. So we're not going to chat business. You can bring business stuff to work on if you're working on stuff, but no business chat. That's for later. We have a business chat later. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got a little bit of our ornaments started. We got our canvases started. We're playing around with our heat transfer vinyl. It's all going to come together for 12 days of making gifts for people, decor for me to finally hopefully put up. I'm not excited about decorating this year because I just have a lot going on in January that I'm like, I don't want to take it all down. So, but I see you if you're in that season, but I also see you if you're in the season where you want to go all out and decorate your whole house, decorate every space, because I've been there too. That's where I usually am. Maybe next year I'll be there, but how do we know what puff is the one you got? So are you like in the box? So are like with the heat transfer vinyl box? Is that what you're asking? Love that font. So cute. Thank you. I know. I wish I knew what font I used in these designs. Some of these designs I made a long time ago, and then there's lots of fonts, new fonts. So not all the fonts are from old designs, and not all old designs have fonts that go with them because they weren't our fonts yet. So, but if you got the box, the puff, there's like the pink metallic, the green regular puff, the white brick. I also have in the box video that I did, I also listed out each product that was in there with a link to those products. So if you didn't get the box and you're like, I really am like loving the metallic pink that she's using, I have it in that with the link to Vinyl and Tools specifically to that product and what it is. So I think that's the easiest way to find that. Okay, I'll see some of you guys in Zoom in a little bit, and then I have a meeting too. So I'll be in and out all day, hopefully getting some stuff